colossal, beautiful papalotl butterfly.
The name the city.
Yes, because when they found the city, they found all the temples abandoned. They didn't
So
build
how did
anything.
this civilization disappear?
Never the time the temples were destroyed, but not the first. The first was preserved.
So we are at Pyramid of the Sun. Basically started 15 BC and finish. This is actually Aztec culture, nothing to have to do with Mayan cultures. I was thinking before. That was repaired many times. Supposedly they used plaster. And they were like coloring this, so pyramid would be red, and they're representing the rain god, correct? Yeah. This original?
Yes.
Preserved?
It's preserved. Yes, I told you it's preserved only 10%. Yes, they made about 15 meters inside. I didn't find anything.
They didn't find anything?
Anything. They made other tunnel in the middle and the top, but I didn't find anything. The pyramid is, was solid. It's full by rocks. Not that they were covered by no rocks. After they put the plaster in the colors and the paintings. And maybe just one place called this temple. He put that. Just one place called behind the temple. And he put that in the They used every specific days to represent this spring equinox, 21st of March, summer solstice, 21st of June, and winter solstice, 21st of December. On that date, the sun is over the temple. Yes, and they represent the connection of the axis of the world, because the sun represents the haven, the building made up by rocks made up by humans represent the earth. Yeah. We have original formula. It has 8 meters down, 100 feet, exactly in the middle of the temple. It's the haven, earth, and the tunnel underneath at the same time at 12 o'clock on that day. 21st of June, December, and March. Wow. We have jaguar. Yes, those are symbols represent full power, the full power from Teotihuacan. The jaguar came from the south of Mexico between the jungle. The Mayans were at the same time with Teotihuacan. The Mayans brought the resources to trade by obsidian. The obsidian was the most important resource from the civilization. And they used to make tools. The reason of the many civilizations came here to get the city. It's still really sharp and really, really strong. And obviously our ancestors didn't use the aid of a big project, call it Teotihuacan mapping project. Was important because they restored it from the moon to the last way, 3.5 kilometers. Because on the date 1968 was the Olympics Games in Mexico, and they opened the Olympic Games in front of the Pyramid of the Moon.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
the dancers, the folklore, all of them. That is was important date.
Well, this is pretty big monument or monuments for only 122,000 people.
Yes.
What do you think?
They took 800 years old to finish all the city. Yes, and it was important because always the resource to build the pyramids comes from the northwest, and they brought the rocks and they carried the stone, and they walked about 1 kilometer. This is 1 kilometer walking, and they brought the resource, and after they started to build the temples. The first pyramid was the moon. That on the year 50 years after Christ.
50 years.
And after they start to build the Avenue of the Dead, and then the Sun Pyramid. 800 years old.
800 years to build the city.
To build all the city. Yes. It was important to Teotihuacan because we don't have evidence of the original civilization from this side. Yes, because we didn't detect anything about the tombs of the kings of priests or about of the population from this place.
No, you couldn't detect anything before.
No, we have.
So it's kind of sudden.
We don't have ratings. We don't have tombs. It's really difficult in the city, and they took the city. Some people believe that the city was Aztec, but not.
So Aztecs they just came to rename the city.
Yes, because when they found the city, they found all the temples abandoned. They didn't build
How did this civilization disappear?
Yes, maybe the city collapsed by water. And when they didn't find any more water, the city was abandoned, and they went everywhere, to the north, south, east, and west. Maybe it's the reason about that we don't have evidence of the original population.
Yeah.
In the city, and they took the city. Some people believe that the city was Aztec, but not.
So Aztecs they just came to rename the city.
Yes, because when they found the city, they found all the temples abandoned. They didn't build
How did this civilization disappear?
Yes, maybe the city collapsed by water. And when they didn't find any more water, the city was abandoned, and they went everywhere, to the north, south, east, and west. Maybe it's the reason about that we don't have evidence of the original population.
Yeah. So what's the name of this mountain?
That mountain was a volcano 2.5 million years ago.
What's the name of the mountain?
The name of the mountain is Madre Mountain.
Mother.
Yes, Madre. Like mother.
Mother Mountain.
Madre. The dark color is
Dark.
It was covered by plaster.
Well, this looks like a whole block, no?
Yes. And look, this is the red, color.
But this looks like whole one block.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, but this is the plaster.
Plaster.
If we will get the plaster, we will see the stone, this rock.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because they put the concrete over the stone.
Yeah.
And they use this rock to put the plaster here.
Yeah.
Yes. 1,750 years ago. It's original. The technique was frescoes. Usually the frescoes use mineral colors. For example, the yellow color comes from limonite, the blue color comes from azurite, the green color comes from malachite, and the red color comes from hematite. They put the plaster, at the same time they put color, and the plaster keeps the color a long time. We have two temples. It's something like two layers or stage. That is the first building, and this is the second. Over the time, the city was abandoned, and over the time, the temples were destroyed, but not the first. The first was preserved. It's the reason about in 1962 when they explored the building, they excavated here and they found,
then they found this
underground.
underground.
Exactly. We will explore it inside of those buildings. Maybe we will climb.
How many
Very
times
similar.
was this temple built?
Well, the temple
All
is
rebuilt.
1,700 years ago.
Yeah.
Papalotl. Quetzal Papalot means Quetzal beautiful and Papalot butterfly.
Butterfly.
Like a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. It was explored in 1962 to 1964 by René Milan. This is the name. Quetzal beautiful Papalotl butterfly.
Beautiful
Yes,
butterfly.
they found like this. All this. What is the head of the snake?
Quetzal Papalotl?
Quetzal Papalot.
Quetzal Papalotl.
Exactly.
No pyramids over there. Wow.
Yes. We have only 20% exploring today.
20% only explored.
We have only
Okay, just in cold because the guy was complaining.
Yeah.
So I just walk in and out. Just around here. If anybody had like second thought and saying like maybe this is much older than people think, what do you think? Is there like possibility that something like this would happen? Like kind of these blocks look interesting. It's same. So similar.
that. Not too much.
Not like Quintana Roo.
No.
Pyramid of the Moon, folks. Amazing sight. Is this one of the seven wonders? World wonders? Huh? Yeah. I think so.
One of them.
Yeah.
Here we have the original walls, the first, second, and third. That canal for the rainwater is original. The floor is original.
Oh,
All
that's
of them,
amazing.
This part is original.
Because this floor, this is what is kind of little
It's
tricky.
plaster. They put a plaster.
Yeah. But why? Okay. This plaster is on the top also. This original.
Yes.
Second floor original.
The second and the third, the small fragments.
This is all original.
And they found like this.
Yeah, that's
Destroyed.
another pyramid there, folks. Oh man. they dig under the moon
Yes, it has 7 different structures.
structures.
Yeah, the first was in the year 50 years after Christ. And after they put another building and other like layers.
Layers.
Seven different complex. Yes, and they took 350
Is
years.
this like Egyptian 7 steps to heaven?
Yes.
Similar, huh?
It's very similar, but in Teotihuacan it's 13 levels
13
of cave.
steps to heaven. Okay.
This is not a call to take your control. I'm just joking at you, and maybe it's true.